In a stunning and deeply personal revelation, former racing icon Danica Patrick has opened up about the emotional toll of her past relationship with NFL superstar Aaron Rodgers, describing it as emotionally abusive and claiming the quarterback leaves a trail of blood in his wake. Patrick, one of motorsport's most recognizable figures, didn't mince words during her recent appearance on the Steele show. While Rodgers has maintained a guarded silence over the years about their 2020 breakup, Patrick has now shed light on what she says was a deeply painful chapter in her life. The former IndyCar and NASCAR driver, known as much for breaking barriers on the racetrack as for her high-profile relationships off of it, dated Rodgers for over 2 years while he was still under center for the Green Bay Packers. Their relationship, once the subject of glowing headlines and red carpet appearances, reportedly crumbled behind closed doors in a way few outsiders suspected. "It was sudden," Patrick said of their breakup. "It felt like it was my whole life." Patrick went on to describe how the dynamic with Rodgers slowly chipped away at her sense of self. "When you live with somebody, they become your world. And because the nature of the relationship was emotionally abusive, it wore me down to nothing," she admitted, her voice tinged with both sorrow and strength. "For someone like me, who people would assume is always confident and sure of herself, I can tell you, everything about who I was got torn to bits. I lost myself completely." Perhaps the most damning line came when Patrick remarked, "He leaves a trail of blood." While she stopped short of detailing every aspect of what she endured, her message was clear. The relationship took a serious emotional toll, and recovery was no small task. Patrick, now 43, reflected on the pain not just as a setback, but as a turning point. "It gave me the greatest gift. It gave me myself," she said. "It forced me to show up for myself and take care of myself. That relationship taught me how much I had abandoned myself." The bold accusations have sent ripples through both the sports and entertainment worlds, especially given Rodgers' carefully curated public image as an introspective, sometimes aloof figure known for his interest in alternative wellness, philosophy, and mindfulness. When previously speaking on his relationship with Patrick, Rodgers took a noticeably different tone. In a 2022 appearance on the Aubrey Marcus podcast, the four-time NFL MVP offered a benign assessment. "I was dating Danica, and that relationship was great for me because she is on her own journey. Spirituality is important to her, and it was for me too. We were both exploring and practicing meditation and other things." Rodgers' remarks gave no indication of the emotional conflict Patrick is now publicly disclosing. As of this writing, Rodgers' representatives have not responded to requests for comment. The contrast between their narratives, his measured detachment and her raw emotional candor, has sparked renewed conversations about emotional abuse in high-profile relationships and how easily the private truths can be masked by public personas. While Patrick has turned the page professionally and personally, her words show that the scars from that chapter are still healing. Since retiring from racing in 2018, Patrick has successfully reinvented herself. She remains the only woman to win an IndyCar Series race and was the first female driver to secure a NASCAR Cup Series pole position. Her impact on the sport is unquestionable. Most starts, most top 10 finishes, and most laps led by a woman in NASCAR Cup Series history. She now commands a second act as a motorsport analyst, business entrepreneur, and media personality. Regularly appearing on Sky Sports' Formula One coverage, and most recently contributing to Fox Sports' coverage of the Indy 500 practice sessions, Patrick is as active off the track as she once was on it. However, she won't be on duty this weekend at the Monaco Grand Prix. Instead, Patrick will be stateside to cover NASCAR superstar Kyle Larson's second attempt at the double, racing in both the Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 on the same day. Larson's 2024 bid was cut short by weather and scheduling issues, but the anticipation for his 2025 campaign is sky high, and Patrick will be on the ground to witness it all unfold. Though she's stepped out of the driver's seat, Patrick remains in the spotlight, and increasingly, she's using that platform to tell her truth.